Today, on the eve of celebrating the 78th Independence Day, my best wishes to all the Trellisians and also to all the proud management members of the Trellis and the staff of the Trellis as well. So today I truly feel like, since from the inception of the Trellis school till today, none of the times that we have seen the full management members, but even now, one management member like Amitabh is coming. So just wanted to give you a quick intro about management members of the Trellis here before proceeding further. Because none of the times we have seen all the people who are been sitting on the dais. So our president, Mr. Sreekanth, okay, and also our vice president, Mr. Chandra Gaur, treasurer, Nandini ma'am, of course, everyone knows, and also director, Anil Teja, and also the proud esteemed member, Mr. Kumar, no one might have seen yet, and Amitabh Priya, who will be joining. So, we all came here today on the occasion of Independence Day. I'm truly, blessed to see that so many decorations which are made by the children, and also I can see the freedom fighter, the way the people dressed up and they came here. And even yesterday we have seen so many students has given a wonderful speeches as a freedom fighters, and which has been telecasted in the Maha TV yesterday. So by looking at all these things, most of the children might have known the struggle that India has taken for almost like 20 decades. And finally we've been enjoying the fruits for the people, for sacrificing their lives, and who stood as the martyrs of the nation. With their sacrifice, now today, the fruit of freedom which we are enjoying. Almost like 200 years the British rule. After that, on 1947, we all know that India got independence. So children, if you could look through the way we were earlier, where we are today, and everyone was talking about that India is being developing, and we are living in the developing nation. I'm repeating this because I told the same things almost like 2 years ago. Where were we and where are we today? Are we still developing or developed? The question to students. Developing or developed already? Wonderful. I like the confidence, the people who are saying that developed already. And developing is a process. Every day we need to develop ourselves. Every day we need to develop our nation, right? So we were almost like, as far as literacy part concerned, when Britishers were ruling India, our literacy rate was almost like less than 12%. But in India today, if you could look through, it has been raised up to plus 77%. Are we not developed in that area? Because there were no proper universities, proper education, and even the people were not having the freedom of selecting their own course and also freedom of joining into the schools. Everything should go under the British rule itself. In the same way, if you could look through, in India, almost all the nations are there. As we have seen, Chandrayaan 3, no one has launched the satellite in almost like, the polar region of moon because of lot of trades. But India is the only nation which has successfully launched with a very low investment onto the moon. None of the nation has done till today, but only India. Right? So that is from the technical and scientific innovations part. And amongst all the nations in the world, India has been recently given the name as an innovation hub. None of the nation in the country has got it, but only India has got innovation hub. Just search through the Google, will get it. Why India has got this innovation hub title in the sense, India is coming up with more and more people, the young scientists, and we are developing excessively. And since from the 1947, if you could look through, there were no proper medication in India. We used to depend on the foreign companies like GlaxoSmithKline or else the Ranbaxy, something like that. But now India has grown exponentially in terms of the pharmaceutical, and many more pharmaceutical innovations has been led in India. And even the recent past times, if you could look through the devastating stages, like especially the natural part, some time ago cholera, and even some time back polio, and even the recent past time corona. India has defeated everything very successfully. And everyone eyes were on India because of the huge population what we have, what are we going to do? But India is the only nation which has successfully done. The death rate was almost like, less than comparatively to any other nation. And the people who ruled us, United Kingdom, even it was ruled by the Indian origin person, Rishi Sunak. The people who ruled India for almost like 200 years, but the same Indian, he was the Prime Minister recently for United Kingdom, for UK, if you could look through. Rishi Sunak was Indian born. And even in the world's largest economy, that is US, if you could look through, the current president race. Can anyone answer my question, like who's there? The Indian origin lady in US. Kamala Harris. She is also Indian origin, and she's ready to become the President of United States. She's in the race right now. Are we developed? Where were we earlier? Someone else were coming from outside and they were ruling us, and they were telling us, you do this and you do this and you don't have right to do that. But from that stage, India has grown, wherein the Indian origin people were going and they started ruling the other nations. Where were we and where are we today? And even if you could look through the world's 5 most the largest economies in the world. The first one is US. Second one is China, with 29 trillion US and 17 trillion China. And third is Germany, followed by Japan. And it was UK till last before year, which has been replaced by India as the 5th largest economy. People who ruled us were in the 6th position today, and India is in the 5th position today. And soon, with a 3.9 trillion GDP rate. And consequently, India is going with a 7% growth rate. Means soon, we are going to cross Germany and Japan, which are on the marginal level, like when 4.1 trillion, we are almost like a 3.96 trillion. And soon we are going to cross it, and it's going to be the 3rd most largest economy in the very soon, with whatever the plans that India has. Are we developed or developing? This proves us the people who has given their life, who has sacrificed their life, and after their sacrifice, giving their life as a sacrifice for the nation, and so stood as a martyrs for the nation. But Indians not silent. Indians were not silent. They started focusing on every single thing, like science and technology, pharmaceutical services. There were no computer science courses after 1947, but India has become the largest supplier of the IT services, information technology services, and artificial intelligence level in India today. So with this, I just wanted to conclude, and with a positive note, because I always think in a positive way. Where were we and where are we? So we are all growing up children. And also, children are playing a critical role in making the nation developed. Because you are the future. And you have got a wonderful staff here today in Trellis. Through your SPA activities, what is happening in the nation, you are knowing each and every day. None of the children in other schools has got that opportunity, but you got it. You've been developing every day. and you can stand successfully in front of any children, any other school children, in front of any other school children, to talk about whatever the things are happening. So you should be proud of yourself. And with this, I just wanted to conclude my speech, paying a tribute to all the freedom fighters, and also in the memory of the people who have sacrificed their life. And today, after getting, almost like this is a 78th year, we are celebrating the Independence Day, and wish you a wonderful Independence Day, and show your, success with all your talent in your independent life in the independent nation. Okay? And thank you very much for giving this opportunity. And Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.